Hi, Ben from Datify here. In this we're going to talk about how to do your PPC audit, the best tips, and how to physically do it. The first place to start is in the settings. So the things to look out for here are location, day parting, campaign types. A lot of campaigns will be set to search and display, which is normally a mistake. You want to look at setting up by having all features enabled, so that you can do day parting, you can do whatever you want really. There's a lot of things to look out for here. You want to look at how your campaign is being paid for instance. If it's fixed budgets, then you want to make sure the money's not running out. You want to set it up into sort of non-manual payments, automatic payments. Other things to consider are things like conversion tracking, ensuring that's set up properly so that you can track the value of your AdWords campaign correctly from the start. Second one to think about is account structure. So as you probably know, quality score and ad rank and basically the way PPC works on AdWords is quite, it means that the ad structure of the account is very important. So you don't want to have low click-through rates on accounts because you're not splitting things out properly. The key is segmentation. So what you want to do is look at your account structure, think, is it as segmented as it can be? Are ad groups relevant and the ad creatives in them relevant and keywords segmented to a high enough degree to make sure that you have relevance throughout the account? It's a really important step. Things can look fine from the outset, but when you go in detail, you'll see that it isn't. So look carefully and use best practice where you can. One area where a lot of accounts fall down is in the ad creative. So consider all sorts of things here. Is there a call to action in the ads? Are they using dynamic keyword insertion? If so, is it working properly? Look at the different types of variants. Is your account trying enough different variation in the ads that you're creating? For example, we always create a minimum of 3 to 5 ad text versions per ad group, just because otherwise you don't know which one's going to work best. We also optimize and change these regularly, taking out the weakest, adding in an iteration of the best performing to ensure that you're constantly driving increased performance. Look in there, check typos, check punctuation, check display URLs, also check ad extensions. Are they relevant? Would they be relevant? Link to other places on your site, link to a phone number. Check everything in the ad creative, and if you're not sure, test. So basically add in new copy versions and see if they work better. Another key thing to check is the keywords. So you'll find a lot of campaigns are set up in a hurry. Naturally, people use Google's keyword tool and suggestions. Not always the most useful suggestions, not always relevant to your brand. There's a few things to check here. So first, what we normally do is check in the auction insights to see what people are actually searching for and how they're matching your terms that you're bidding on. From that'll give you a list of negative keywords to add in, naturally, because you'll find there's irrelevant stuff in there. It'll also give you new ideas for, if you find a certain phrase is getting searched for a lot, add that in as an exact match to save you on your, to give you a better click-through rate and a lower CPC because you get a better quality score. Also think about your bid types overall. So for example, your account might be completely broad match and that might be causing a lot of wastage. Alternatively, you might have lots of exact match and you're not getting the volume. So evaluate what's in there, compare it to quality score, see what you can do, but review the keywords in every ad group fully. Bids are another key area. You'll often see the orange message that comes up saying that you're not on first page bid levels, and it'll give you an estimate. One thing you can do by customizing the columns in AdWords is see what the top page bid estimate would be. Also in AdWords Editor, you can sort of set by default your bids to all go to the top of the first page, for instance. But it all depends on conversions and getting your money back, ultimately, which is what you're trying to do. So ideally, look at all your campaign data over time, maybe split it monthly to see your cost per conversion over that time per keyword versus what you're bidding, versus your quality score, and track everything. From that, you can start to change your bid levels for keywords that are actually going to work rather than just upping everything just to get clicks, just to get increased volume. Work on what converts rather than just on clicks, and you'll get much better results. So that's it. If you follow these 5 key tips in your AdWords PPC audits, you'll achieve much better results. You'll understand a lot more about either your campaigns or your client campaigns. The key is use the data that's in there. AdWords has a wealth of data, but it's just about getting it all out in the right way, finding out what is going to be useful for your brand and making it work in your campaign.